So, yo, I was supposed to be turning on my camera, but that shit won't work. So we will be looking at Horse Shorts Party. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna find out how to turn on my fucking camera because it's irritating. But today we will be looking at Horse Shorts Party. This probably will be near a 40-minute long video. So, what Corey be saying? Grab your snacks and relax. Whatever the fuck. I'm scared of shit.
Love Roblox?
Man, I don't want to look at no fucking Roblox, bitch ass nigga. Man, bro, hold on. The Walmart dude. I am near.
Nights at Walmart are never the same as the
It's
last.
11:20.
Sometimes my shift is so slow and boring that I'm struggling to stay awake. Other nights, it's a nonstop barrage of helpless customers, loiterers, shoplifters, and crackheads. The only thing that makes it any easier are my coworkers. Not long ago, an especially good friend of mine still worked here. Josie was the best part of any shift. Night by night, we were slowly becoming more than friends. Of course, that meant our managers made sure we rarely ever saw each other. The way they'd put us at opposite ends of the store. I guess they didn't want two of their best employees to accidentally find happiness together. But that's beside the point. One night, Josie and I were working the same shift, but as usual, not together. I had to help man the self-checkout area, and Josie was holding down the clothing department by herself. It was late, enough for a bit of excitement to start building up in my stomach. Not only would I be home in a couple of hours, but
I'm gonna get screamed. Do it Chick-fil-A recipe made a couple M's less than a week. I did not have to verify my account yesterday though. Okay. Chick-fil-A. Hey, a couple of M's a week. Fuck that shit. Alright, back to the video.
rooms were closing any minute, which meant Josie might be free to come help near checkout as the last of the customers left the store. However, I momentarily forgot where I worked. Walmart, a place in which even a fleeting moment of joy is easily destroyed. I had just finished checking someone's receipt, making sure they correctly scanned in their 8 cases of diet soda, when I waved them on and looked toward the entrance to see an unsafe...
What the fuck you need 8 cases of diet soda for? What the fuck?
Sight. A large, sweaty, shirtless man was clobbering his way into the store. He didn't actually run into anybody, but he looked like he was either on something or off his rocker completely. Still,
This nigga is built like Big Al. Not even that. Not even that. Niggas ask me spell it. Like, dang. Then this nigga built like Big Albert if he was tall and had no damn shirt on. Damn, hibby dibby looking ass. Stupid nigga, fat ass man. You big blobber, big fat ass bitch. Big. Look at the fucking lump on his head. Oh my gosh.
Step away from my station and tell him something important. Sir, stop. You can't be in here half naked. You have to put a shirt on. I'm going to buy a shirt right now, dumbass. Mind your business. I didn't feel there was much of a choice for me but to let him slide. The guy was way bigger than me, so I didn't want any trouble.
So you's a bitch. I mean, I can see. I'm not calling you a bitch because you don't want no trouble. You scared of him. You's a bitch.
I returned to the self-checkout area, trying to focus on the people that...
Nigga, get moving.
I didn't need to be a hero or anything. I just had to do what I was supposed to do and let the people in the clothing
Fat ass
department
nigga look like he off heroin.
A few seconds too late, it hit me. Josie was running the clothing department, alone. And right as I had the realization, I heard Josie scream. I immediately made a break for it, running as fast as I could. I got to the clothing department seconds later, but I didn't get there in time. I didn't save Josie. All I managed to do was to get there just to be able to watch as that freak. He had this giant red knife in his hand from God knows where. He grabbed Josie and stabbed her. I saw the life drain from her eyes as she collapsed.
Well, there you go,
the
fucking
man fell on top of her, pulling the knife out just to take it into both hands and plunge it straight down, right through the center of her neck. I thought I must be having a nightmare, a hallucination, something. It couldn't be real.
This motherfucker gonna come up when I want to say something.
It all happened if...
I tell you the fuck what. I grabbed one of these fucking drawers, break them bitches and stab his ass in his neck. You just killed my former wife. The fuck? You just killed my damn future.
Nightmare, a hallucination, something. It couldn't be real. It all happened in 5 or 6 seconds. And just like that, Josie was dead. Even if I hadn't been frozen in shock, I couldn't have stopped him. No one could have. That man was a monster. And then he craned his neck back to look at me. His face and mouth soaked in Josie's blood. His eyes full of such pure evil.
Bitch, I would've ran. Why the fuck are you still looking at him?
She wouldn't stop following me. Now why can't you just leave me alone? The man started coming toward me. I wanted to stand there and fight him or die and join Josie, but I was too afraid. My instincts took over and I ran like a coward. I could barely breathe.
What the fuck could you do, nigga? He just... Oh my god.
That man was way faster than he should have been.
What the fuck?
Seconds, and he might have caught up and granted my wish. But at the last second, I realized I was running straight for a bunch of cops. I panicked and ducked, tripping over myself and sliding across the floor. The next instant, I heard a gunshot. A bullet flew right over my head. It made my ears ring. But when I could hear again, I heard the clicking of what I realized was a taser. I looked back and saw the man collapsed and rigid on the floor not far from me, as the electricity coursed through his body. Too little, too late for some, but it was enough to help the cops arrest him and put a stop to the madness. Later, we found out the man had stolen a knife from the nearby Walgreens. The cops showed up so early because they were already looking for him, but they didn't expect the theft to turn into what it did. According to the police, the man said he killed Josie because he thought she was some sort of demon, something that had been stalking him for weeks, tormenting him. I knew it had to be madness. No sane individual would mistake Josie for a demon. No decent person would ever take her away from this world, away from me. A Walmart employee in Arkansas was taken out by a man who allegedly told authorities that he was being stalked by a demon. Around 10:58 p.m., officers were dispatched to a report of a man stabbing a woman inside the store.
Damn.
Officers arrived and encountered 37-year-old Cedric Ross, who was still...
This nigga ugly as shit. Damn, I'm gonna keep that to myself because I'm looking this nigga in his eyes and I don't fucking know if he dead.
During the
I'm sorry for looking in your eyes.
Officers gave Ross multiple commands to drop the weapon, but he did not comply and came toward an officer while still armed. In response, one officer fired one shot but missed. Another officer then used a taser, and Ross was eventually taken into custody. The victim, Jordan Drinkwater, 32, died at the scene from her injuries. During the investigation, Ross allegedly told law enforcement that he had stolen a large knife from Walgreens before the attack and a machete from Walmart for protection because he said a demon was stalking him. He described the demon as a light-skinned black woman with brown eyes and a weave whom he had only seen at a distance. While at Walmart, he said he allegedly...
You fucking talking.
The night began just like any other night spent working at Walmart. I was already looking forward to leaving. I kept dragging myself through the shift on the promise I made to myself that I'd get utterly wasted the second I got home. I know that's a very unhealthy coping mechanism, but it will become obvious why it's become my method of choice for unwinding after a long day of work. At around 10 p.m., a particular woman walked through the front entrance. She didn't grab a cart or a basket, nor did she seem capable of doing so. She had that telltale twitch of a tweaker. I couldn't tell what kind of drug she was on, just that she was on it. To try and ease the tension, I gave her the best customer service late night Walmart.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no, son. I'm over here texting somebody, nigga. I'll look up at my fucking computer. This bitch, what the fuck? Oh my fucking goodness. Hey, what's that one fucking spider from fucking what's the name game? What the fuck? Hold the fuck on. Cause what the She built like this. What the fuck? She built like this on my granny. On my granny, nigga, she built like this.
Can I help you find anything?
Oh, find your nutsack and suck on it.
Okay.
And then her ass sound like granny.
Failing to reach the woman on a personal level,
I'm telling you, Granny, she sound like Granny.
Shoplifting suspect. She was clearly too deranged to be left to wander around on her own, especially since we were short-staffed.
Well, nigga, I'm not following her.
The police would need to get involved if we had to remove her from the store. She was in her own world. To be honest, I was curious what she would even go for. It gets boring at night, and sometimes I like to play a little guessing game. What are the freaks going to steal this time? Food? Tampons, deodorant. I've even seen them go for adult diapers a couple times. Turns out, I was wrong in every regard. She wasn't trying to steal anything. She crept all the way over to the bakery, where she stared at the bread shelf for several minutes. She looked over her shoulder, but she must have been too nearsighted to see me, as I wasn't even trying to hide. Then, she started digging through her hair. I rolled my eyes, thinking she probably had lice or something, but she pulled something out, something much larger than a bug, yet still too small for me to identify. She didn't stash it on her person like merchandise though. With sudden dexterity, she opened a bread bag and inserted whatever it was between two slices of a loaf. I wasn't sure what I was seeing. The corporate drone in my brain couldn't compute. She wasn't stealing. She was adding to the shelves. I had to see it happen again to make sure I wasn't going crazy and seeing life playing out in reverse. A few seconds later, she reached into her pants. I was certain there was nothing in her hand before it went in, but when it came out, she had something small and grayish brown. I still couldn't tell what it was, though I clearly saw her stick it into another loaf of bread. So I knew it was time to ask her what she was up to. I didn't want to confront her like a security guard. I just wanted to begin the process of getting her out. I didn't realize how quickly things would escalate.
Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice you just put something in that bread. Would you mind telling me what it was?
No, you didn't see anything. Please don't tell anyone.
Oh,
I have to do this.
I'm sorry, but you actually can't do that, and I will have to ask you to leave.
And if I don't?
Then I'll be...
And if I do... Bet, I got something for that. I'm going to the freezer, right? I'm getting me a big ass ice bag and I'm knocking her ass upside the head. The ice might not do nothing. Well, shit, it's gonna do something. It's gonna knock her damn head forward. Wherever she at, it's gonna knock her damn head forward. She gonna hear her head, right? So, my next instinct is, I'm gonna keep bashing her head in with the fucking ice bag and then, until I don't hear no, well not, I'm just keep bashing her head into with the ice bag, right? So then I'm gonna drag her ass out the store. I'm gonna throw her ass in the dumpster. Watch her wake up in the dumpster.
To call the police.
Okay. You wanna know what I put in there?
Yes, I do.
Take a good look.
Out of
Stupid
nowhere,
dumbass.
that bitch pulled out a rusty razor blade and slashed my arm. If I had it blocked, it would have gone straight to my face. But that didn't stop her from trying to cut my eye out. She lunged at me, swiping that razor through the air. Then she jumped on top of me. I fell back, smacking my head on the ground. I was focusing everything on trying to keep her from getting me with the razor, but I still felt it slicing through me all over my body. I was screaming for help and trying to keep my mouth shut at the same time, so she didn't shove it down my throat.
Imagine being able to build
What the fuck is up with that?
Meet Base 44, a complete AI creature.
After what felt like forever, I finally felt her weight get pulled off. She howled and shrieked as my coworkers worked together with all their collective power to restrain her. Even some customers came to help. It took everyone to rein her in. The cops came very soon after and locked her in handcuffs. Upon investigation,
Nigga, I probably would have hit her ass with a huss. Look, I'm telling you, niggas ass be too fast. I probably would have hit her ass with a huss. She would have got confused. Shit. As soon as she would have got confused. I mean, the nigga could have ran by any object and threw it at her face. He ain't got no survival instinct.
Psycho woman had been stuffing razor blades into pastries and loaves of bread all night. Not just at my store, but at several other Walmarts in the area too. That's what those things she had stashed in every crevice of her body were. Rusty razor blades. I don't know what in her insane mind possessed her to do such a thing, but I don't think I'm capable of understanding. As for the fallout, the regional manager threw out everything in the bakeries made that day and sent out a message to the public warning all customers to do the same with whatever they had purchased. Luckily, nobody bit into any rusty razor blades because of that woman. As for myself, well, she didn't hit any major arteries. I got stitched up and poked with a dozen booster shots for tetanus and hepatitis A through Z, and whatever else she might have been carrying. I'm getting my blood work done again soon to see if I've been infected. Police in Mississippi have arrested 33-year-old Camille Benson after razor blades were found hidden inside loaves of bread and other baked goods at 2 Walmart stores in Biloxi. Authorities charged her with attempted mayhem and set her bond at $100,000 after customers reported finding the sharp objects in bread purchased from both the Walmart supermarket.
Keep showing people. I don't know if they did. I'm not trying to get haunted. Tell me.
Working this dead-end job at Walmart, I have no desire to go above and beyond for my team, and I've already accumulated quite a few unpleasant memories that will stick with me for the rest of my life. Without a doubt, this is the worst one. It started on a Friday night. Barely anyone was around, but of course, that was merely false hope. Right at the end of stocking the shelf, I noticed a woman enter the aisle. I could tell she was looking at me, making her way toward me. The woman called out to me with a raspy and pitiful voice, forcing me to make eye contact.
Sir, can I please use your bathroom?
I'm sorry, but we already closed the bathrooms.
I know. I'm sorry. But it's an emergency. Can you unlock it for just a few minutes? I promise I'll leave before you close.
I mean, I could get into trouble.
Please, you gotta understand, this is the last chance I have to go somewhere that's safe. If I don't go now, I'll have to do it outside. And the last time I did that, I got attacked, and I just can't.
Okay, fine. You don't have to explain all that. Just follow me. The woman immediately began to thank me profusely, but I told her in the nicest way to save it. Helping her felt like the right thing to do, but it didn't make me feel good. Not wanting to be seen together by my coworkers, I quietly led her to a family restroom, one of the single-use ones. The woman entered the bathroom and locked herself inside. I walked away before anyone saw me. I didn't want to be associated with any potential incidents. Afterwards, I went back to what I was doing and continued my shift like nothing was out of the ordinary. Really, nothing was unusual. I finished stocking everything, helped clean up, then I left the store on schedule. When I got home, I briefly remembered the woman, realizing I hadn't actually made sure she left before the store closed. I didn't dwell on it though. I figured one of the managers had to have checked that bathroom on their final sweep and dealt with it. Unfortunately, the next day, I clocked in and noticed something disheartening after just a few minutes. The bathroom I had helped that lady into was closed off. There was an out of order sign right out front, and the door was locked. All at once, I felt a mix of emotions. I had made the mistake of taking pity on someone. I helped them out, and they took advantage of my kindness. They were probably spinning a sob story from the start. And for what? To do what every other junkie does? Lock themselves in the bathroom and get high, despite my feelings. I did my best to forget about it, unless I got written up for it. The whole thing really was just a minor inconvenience. Someone, hopefully other than me, would get stuck with the dirty job of cleaning up after the mess. Then the bathroom would reopen, and it would be all par for the course for Walmart. However, an entire day passed, and nobody went in. Then another day. Finally, on Monday, it was me. I got stuck with it. Now, I was pissed. Half at this drug addict who lied to me, and half at myself for believing her. As I gathered some supplies before going in, I kept thinking about how I would probably get called into the office right afterward, shown the footage of me letting her in, then slapped with some stupid punishment. If only that were the case. No repercussions I imagined would have ever come close to the reality I was about to face. I was wholly and completely unprepared as I walked up to that door. I inserted the key and turned the lock with my guard entirely down. When
Cluttered cloud storage? That's a lot to carry.
Man, bro, this stupid ass ad keep coming up.
I opened the door. I mean, as soon as it cracked, the foulest, most unforgettable stench hit my nose. If you've ever smelt it before, you know what I'm talking about. But this was my first time experiencing it, and I had no idea what I meant. I only hesitated for a moment before barging in. Swinging the door wide open, there was a dead person on the floor. The same scrawny, helpless girl I helped a few nights ago. She'd been trapped in there this whole time. Her body was bloated and leaking dark, festering fluids everywhere. I recoiled with every fiber of my being. I slammed the door shut, falling backwards away from the bathroom, and subsequently throwing up on myself out of pure shock. Suddenly, every bit of self-wallowing I'd been allowing myself was put into perspective. I didn't have a shit bit of...
Oh, shoot, I ain't lying. Oh,
leaking dark, festering fluids everywhere. Back. Suddenly, every bit of self-wallowing I'd been allowing myself was put into perspective. I didn't have a shitty life. That woman did. I was just a shitty person. Yet I'm still alive, and she met her end in a Walmart bathroom. The fact that the cause of her death was an overdose matters very little to me now. I was the last human face she ever saw, and all I wanted was to get her out of my sight. Surprisingly, I didn't face any charges, nor did I lose my job, but that doesn't alleviate the guilt. This incident occurred in June 2017 at a Walmart in Sand Springs, Oklahoma.
well, that's over with. Oh, let's go. Next video, next video. No. So Spotify. Next video, let's get to it. But hold on. let me take you. Let me go get a beverage. So, this ain't good. It's like I'm finna go get a beverage. Alright, come on. Fuck. Which one? Which one? I'm about to look at that corny ass shit. Talking about some 6-7. 6-7 corny ass. Hell. I'm not watching that. They say do not watch alone. Got me fucked up. Got the goosebumps and some motion again. I'm scared. When did this nigga ever use AI, bro? Oh my god! Ugh.
Despite being an only child, I never had a good relationship with my parents, and we haven't been close in years. At the first opportunity, I left home in search of peace, until one day, I suddenly realized I missed them. However, reaching out in the normal sense wasn't really an option. I didn't remember either of their phone numbers, nor did I keep in contact with any of their friends or relatives. I had completely disappeared from the family, and I only knew one way back, by returning to my childhood home. The thought of it terrified me. They had to be retired after all these years, and I had no idea if they could still afford the old house. Of course, I could only find out by going there. I put it off for months, just recently mustering the courage using Father's Day as an excuse. A large part of me was genuinely hoping I wouldn't find them, but when I arrived, I could tell they were still there. The house had the grimy, unkempt look it always had because they never took care of anything. I hesitated, thinking it might be better if I just left it at confirming they were still around, but not actually meeting with them. But I forced myself out of the car anyway. I walked up onto the old front porch, and with a lump in my throat, rang the doorbell for the first time in 2 decades. It didn't work. I wish I could have just taken that as a sign to run away and let them think it was just some kids playing around. But I stayed there until the door opened.
What
do you want?
fuck?
Dad, it's me, your son.
What? By God, it is you. Come here.
Whoa, ow.
You look as young as the day I lost you.
Let me go.
What
You
the
taste
fuck?
just as good, too. I won't ever let you go again, boy.
Oh, hell
Now
no.
give your daddy some sugar.
Oh, fuck
Dad,
no.
let me go.
Wow, somebody.
Oh, hell no, cuz. You got me fucked all the way up, son. Nigga, dad, stepdad, uncle, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you is. You gonna put your head, you gonna... Fuck your old ass, man. I'm going back in my car and I'm leaving. Fuck, hell no.
Strong? What? You just come here to beat on your old man?
No, it's Father's Day. I just...
Fucking, that peanut from the Proud Family had that nigga. The fucking pickle, big ass chin on his head. Over, And the motherfucker got a yam on his head. How the fuck, man? I ain't never seen none like it, boy. They detailed this motherfucker ugly as shit. Oh, hell no. Platypus knows that.
Wanted to catch up with you guys. Is Mom home?
Well, it's not Mother's Day, is it?
No.
She's asleep.
She's dead.
Maybe she'll wake up in a bit. Come on in.
All right.
So, what do you think?
Looks just like the house I moved out of.
Thanks. You hungry?
No thanks. I ate before I came. Besides, I think something's gone bad in the fridge.
Oh, must be. You know I never had the sense of smell in the family.
Oh my fucking gosh.
Whoa. What is that?
It's 10 new games.
Nigga, is this Jack King?
That was your mother.
Was. Is she?
I said she's asleep. Now don't you bother her. I'm just gonna go find something for us to eat in the garage freezer.
But I said I'm not hungry. Crazy old bastard. I just want to see my mother. No. Mom? Are you in there? Mom?
No, Mommy! You idiot! I told you not to bother her! You come back here after all these years, and you still haven't learned how to listen to simple instructions! Let me go! You little bastard! That hurt! Get back here and take your punishment, you brat!
I ran out of there even faster than I did when I turned 18. I felt just like a terrified little kid again, fleeing without understanding what was happening anymore. It couldn't be. My mom was dead, and my dad was just living with her corpse. Every bit of healing I'd...
I killed, man. If I see any, man, bro. Fucking no.
Accomplished had all been undone by a single moment that would haunt me forever. No matter how many terrible things I could say about my mother, I never wanted to see her like that. It took me a while after I drove off to pull myself together and call the police. Not like my dad would have time to dispose of the evidence or anything. They arrested him as soon as they arrived at the house and saw what I saw. Apparently, she had died over a month before I visited, potentially up to 3 months. They said it's difficult to tell when the decomposition is that far gone. My father never took her to get the medical care that could have saved her life, and after she died, he let her rot. Now, all I keep thinking is, I could have seen her one last time if I hadn't waited so long to visit. I might have even saved her life. Instead, this will be the last time I saw either of my parents on Father's Day.
This Father's Day
Oh
story.
my fucking goodness. Stop fucking showing the fucking people, man. I don't want to look no fucking dead people in their eyes, bro.
Even comes close. It was Father's Day. My shift had just started and already things were shaping up for a miserable time. I'd left my family at home for the evening. Night had come early thanks to an overcast sky, which opened up to pissing rain as soon as things cooled off. It should have stayed warm, but it wasn't. It was colder than made sense, and something about it told me things weren't right. Pretty soon, I got the call. Double homicide in the trailer park. Apparently some poor bastard tried to surprise his grandparents with a random visit and found them both dead. Far from an ideal time for any of us. Alone, I raced to the outskirts of town. More units would be on their way, but someone had to get out there and take control of the situation before the whole trailer park turned into a zoo, and I happened to be the closest. When I got there, a small crowd was already gathering outside the trailer in question. The onlookers said the man had been screaming about his grandparents being dead, but went silent a few minutes after they called the police. He hadn't come out, and they were too scared to check on him. I made my way past them and up to the trailer. The door was wide open, and though the rain was starting to soak through my uniform, I felt no desire to rush inside. What I walked into, well, and I'd prefer to let my body cam footage speak for me. Here goes. Chester County Sheriff. Jesus. Confirmed double homicide. Third individual unharmed. Sir, are these your grandparents? Do me a favor and turn around for me, all right? Individual in shock. Sir, I need you to turn around.
Why? Why would they do this? It's Father's Day. How could they kill them? My papa, my grand-grand. They're all I have left. Why? Why?
I know, bud. I know. It's a bad day, but you'll be all right. Let's get you out of here, okay? Come on. When I found Gene, he appeared to be an absolute wreck. One of the worst cases of shock I'd ever witnessed. I led him away from the gruesome scene and let him sit in the back of my car. I didn't close the door on him, though. Just wanted to keep him dry and away from prying eyes until an ambulance arrived to give him a checkup. Once they cleared him, we took a statement. Everything he said made it seem like he was genuinely distraught, having just found his grandparents brutally murdered. Nothing about him that night told any of us that things were different. We believed every word he said. Then we let him go.
Say hello to butterfly shrimp, now on Faves for only $5. Love that chicken from Popeye.
Free yourself from prying eyes. Ask privately with Duck.ai. Visit Duck.ai to chat privately with ChatGPT, Claude, and other AIs for free, all in one place. Duck.ai is from DuckDuckGo, where AI is private and optional.
Months later, however, evidence started to stack up, and the evidence told us we'd made a mistake. The autopsy, the forensics collected at the scene, and the collection of witness statements we gathered across the county were making Gene's alibi flimsier and flimsier. With no other suspects but him, it was time to take Gene into the station for further questioning. Since I got the closest to him, I was the one who brought him in. I found him living in a house much nicer than his grandparents' trailer, with a brand new blue Mustang parked out front. These were hardly the purchases of a grieving man. There was a smile on his face, too. He couldn't get rid of it, not even when we sat him down in the interrogation room. He was just as mentally unstable as when I first saw him, but now in a completely different way. The sinking feeling in my gut told me I had been duped, so I did not hold back. I told Gene we had him dead to rights, laid out every single way I knew he was lying to me. It took several brutal hours of one-on-one interrogation, but I finally got him to crack. You're right, I did it. I killed them. It broke my heart, but I blew Pop-Pop's brains out. Then I pumped Gran full of lead. Jesus Christ.
Why? If you love them so much, why the hell did you kill them? Why does anyone do anything? For their money. Thanks to them, I had the best Father's Day ever.
Once you've looked into the eyes of a person and realized they are completely and truly broken, with no hope of ever being saved on this earth, you never forget that feeling. Every single Father's Day for the rest of my life, no matter what my kids do for me, I'll always be thinking about that psycho.
Gene?
Yeah, bro, they keep fucking showing these dead people. I don't fucking know if he dead, nor do I give a shit. But I don't want to look at him in his eyes, though. I'm not gonna do it, but it's like they keep showing the motherfucker again. Come on now. And I'm ending the video right after this. Cause what the this shit is terrifying me, yo. I'm trying to my art. I'm trying a little bit of my life. Very creepy, dot.
I can remember a better time when it was just me and Mom. She said she was always looking for someone to be my dad. I was too young to understand that I already had a father, but he'd run off and never came back. One day, Mom found someone and took him home. His name was Frank. I tried to like him, but I didn't understand why my mom wanted him to be my dad. They got married. And that night,
You look
I
like a
heard
pedophile.
sounds from the master bedroom I wouldn't understand until I was much older. Then, just a few weeks later, for reasons I couldn't comprehend, cops came to the house and arrested my mother. They said she lied to the banks and would have to spend a few months in jail. They promised I'd see her again, but I never did. As soon as she was taken away, Frank turned into a monster. He beat me senseless and said it was my fault that Mom would never come home, and that as punishment, I would have to do whatever he said. I couldn't have imagined.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw away my trash. Go ahead. Go ahead and throw away my trash. And I will be back. Let me know. Let me know. Do you love me in the way I love your body? Do you love the way I'm doing and love me your body? Love me your body. Love me your body. Do you love the way I do it and love me your body? Do you love them?
That would mean being taken away from everything I had ever known.
Damn.
Frank packed up his truck and threw me in the back seat. We drove for hours through the night before stopping in a random town I had never heard of. He said we'd be living there and that I had to forget my old name. Now, he said my name was Sharon. Frank, who I now fully saw as my father, enrolled me in school. That was my life for a long time. I always knew in the back of my head that I was living a lie, but it was easier to just go along with what my father told me was the truth. My name was Sharon. I never had a mother, and Frank was my father. I graduated top of my class and earned a full scholarship for aerospace engineering, but sadly, I never got to use him. Frank uprooted.
I'm not going, bro. I'm not going back the fuck there, nigga. I just graduated. Nigga. I'm not coming back home. I ain't coming back home. I'm finna. I'm not coming back home. Fuck you talking about? I'm finna go stay with somebody. I'll go get a job and everything, nigga. I'll pay the rent. I ain't going back there to that house though. I'm telling you. And that motherfucker. I ain't going back there, and if I did, I'ma kill him. If I'm being honest, I'ma kill him. Like, if he took my full-on scholarship that could change my fucking life, I'ma kill him.
Again, I wanted to fight against him, fight to stay in the life I had built. But it's like I was programmed to do whatever my father said. Except this time, it wasn't his plan to remain my father. In a new town, under new names, Frank and I were married. It was done at the courthouse. Nobody knew us there. I was numb throughout the whole thing, in utter disbelief. This just couldn't be happening. When we got back to the house we had just moved into, I went into autopilot. I started unpacking some of the boxes that were still laying around, trying to forget the circumstances of my life. But Frank had other ideas.
No, Tommy. Now that I'm not your father anymore, we won't be able to celebrate Father's Day. That is, of course, unless you make me your father again. Look at me, Sharon.
No, you can't make me.
Oh Yes, I can.
Oh, fuck no.
Right.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm grabbing whatever the fuck is in that box and I'm throwing it at his head. Oh no.
Don't do it, please.
What
You're turning up the temperature on savings. Shop Raymore and Flanagan today to save big.
That bitch cut at the right time. That bitch, hold on.
Step inside our groves.
Hold on, that motherfucker cut at the right time. Hold on.
To an extremely high standard.
Hold on, bro.
California avocados.
Versus state.
Hold on. Why that nigga hustling though? Why is that nigga hustling though?
My bride. Come here.
Don't do it.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Frank, I tried.
Please.
Why is he hustling, gang?
Look at.
Come here.
Don't do
Why is he gang? The nigga look like he got a kickstart off the wall. And then like it won't even give me enough time for me to pause when he's in the middle of it. This nigga, then he gon' man.
I've been waiting 12 years for this. This is happening whether you like it or not.
The torture continued nonstop every night. It didn't stop until our son was born. After that, Frank barely wanted anything to do with me. He left me at home for hours on end, not working.
She
but
got
I
raped.
with other women. Frank even forced me to get a job at a strip joint owned by some pal of his. I hated every second of it. All those men staring at me, grabbing me, forcing me to do what they wanted. I could have gone to college. I was going to be an engineer. Instead, I was reduced to this. However, I needed the money. Frank never helped take care of his son, and he slowly stopped paying the bills as well. Years went by in this new, wretched life. I thought I'd get a break once the boys started going to school. But once again, I was wrong. I was walking home from the grocery store one night. Frank had sent me off to get a bunch of things and refused to let me take the car. There wasn't even a sidewalk. On a dark stretch of road, I saw my shadow fade into view in front of me. Then,
Where is her
it sharply
hand?
shortened as a car sped toward me. I thought it would just pass by.
He done
with
took
the
off
other
his.
car.
He done took off her hand. What the fuck?
Franklin Delano Floyd was already a convicted predator before he met Suzanne Marie Savakis at age 5, kidnapping her and assuming the role of her father. Under numerous fake names, Floyd kept Suzanne's identity hidden for over a decade, eventually forcing her to marry him. After raising Floyd's child for 6 years, Suzanne was found dead in 1990. Floyd would later be arrested for the murder of one of Suzanne's co-workers and would eventually confess to killing his own son. But the death
Damn.
Suzanne Savakis remains unsolved.
Damn. Well, that's gonna do it. I ain't gonna count. That nigga fucked up. He's all the way fucked up, but that's gonna do it. Love y'all. I will end up streaming at one point if I can. But yeah. Talk to y'all niggas later.